Oh, good afternoon, ladies and germs, and welcome to another video. No, it's a little different opening. Okay, real quick. My opinion of what's going on at Crackle Barrel. I see a lot of people making videos and giving their opinions and not doing any research into this. Buckle up, Buttercup. This is going to be a bumpy ride. You're about to have a history lesson. Alright. Cracker Barrel, 1991, was made of stance that they do not support certain lifestyles, we'll say it that way. How should I say this? They were homophobic. Okay? They were homophobic. Oh, dear God. All the crap I brought up and, oh, dear, all the reading. Anyway, it goes back to 1991. They were homophobic. They did not agree with the gay marriage or nothing. So, gay people were not welcomed. We'll say it that way. Welcomed in the restaurant. Now, this is 1991. A lot of things were different 30 years ago. Okay? Speed up to 2009. Okay, 2009. They lost a lawsuit against black customers because they were being seated in a different area of the restaurant than the white customers. So they were doing segregation in 2009 in the restaurant. It was so much, this happened so much, they lost the lawsuit on the racial discrimination, seating in segregated parts, slower service. They were sentenced to have a 5-year outside auditor to make sure that they were following the non-discrimination rules. Then I think it was, they can't keep their nose clean. They cannot. 10 years later, well, not even 10, I think 6 years later, or 4. Anyway, they came out against the gay marriage. When gay marriage was on the verge of getting legalized, but DOMA beat it to, Defense of Marriage Act was initiated, and Cracker Barrel came out supporting that. It supported that. And so you can see where this is going. Now, of course, they lost that they lost that case too. You can look it up. Look it up. Do not take my word for this. And that's another thing. People out here, they listen to these videos and they don't do no research of their own. They just don't take my word for it. Go out there, look for yourself, read for yourself. It's all out there. So what I think is happening, now this is my opinion. Okay? I gave you the facts. Now I'm going to give you my opinion. Cracker Barrel, seeing that there was money to be made with a certain group, and they catered to that group, but the tides are getting ready to turn, because you see, every 15 to 20 years, the tides turn politically. You're seeing it happen. If you look past the whole history of our country, 250 years, you could look back. Every 20 years, something major changes. Okay, the major change this cycle was, the Don't Tread on Me, the MAGA, the Tea Party before that. So that was all happening. Now we're changing over. We're getting ready to change over. And Cracker Barrel sees the change coming. The problem is, when you make your bed, you have to sleep in it. You made your bed under racism, under intolerance, under hate. You sleep in that bed now. But they are trying to correct it. You can't hit someone for trying to correct something. If we don't support them, if we don't give them reason to do better, what's the reason? Why do better? So, when we know, if you ever bought a brand new bed, what's the first thing you gotta do? You gotta take down the old bed. And that is never easy. Once you take down the old bed, you gotta clean under that puppy. You got dust bunnies there, probably been growing since you set up the bed. I mean, most of us clean under there, but there's a few of us that are growing science projects. So you gotta pick up the old bed. That takes work. You gotta clean under that old bed. It takes work. Then you gotta put up the new bed. And you gotta haul off the old bed. We know that. That's why politics make weird bedfellows. It takes work. It's gonna take a lot of work. They made their clientele very, very white. Very white. And now they want to be hospitable so that everyone can go. It used to be a bullwhip in the logo. And there's a whole history about the bullwhips and the barrel and I don't want to get into that here. My wife told me about it. I investigated it on my own. Google, incredible tool, but you gotta also compare to other notes of history. Cross-referencing. This is what we were taught in school. I don't think they teach cross-referencing anymore. Anyway, I digress. There's a whole history behind it, how they intended to be racist, but like I said, it only happens for a moment. The only constant is change. Now they're getting ready to change. If let's face it, again, my personal opinion, Cracker Barrel is just a glorified Waffle House. The food is meh at best. Where you go for the little things hanging off the ceiling, like the old scrubbing board, the sickle the farmers used to use. You see all the antique toys like all along the ceiling, the ridge, whatever. Then it's all the gift shop they have to sell you more stuff on your way out. And of course, you have the line of rocking chairs in the front. Yes, it's a family fun place. They have free games. They have free, they have a lot of free things there to do because kids need to be occupied. Especially when it's a family restaurant, you gotta occupy the kids. If you do not, they will find their own entertainment, and I guarantee you it will not be good. So, was it a good place for family entertainment? Yes. Was it a place of hate? Yes. That was the value. That what the restaurant was built on. And it took them a long... Yeah, so after DOMA, DOMA was overturned like 2013. Yeah, 2012, 2013. So they kept their nose clean for the past 12 years, 13 years, somewhere in there. I don't know. Do the math. I'm not going to. But yeah, they did. They've been keeping their nose clean for over 10 years. Let's see how far they go. I'm gonna give them a chance. I don't go to Cracker Barrel. I go to Waffle House because I save the money. It's the same food, half the price. But then again, the way the prices are going nowadays, I haven't been to a restaurant in over a year. Mm-mm. Have you seen that price? Oh, God, no. Oh, that could be another reason why they're doing the 180 over here. But yeah, that's what I found out. In 1991, they came out against gay people. In 2009, they lost a lawsuit, racial profiling, and they came out publicly again, siding with DOMA. Anywho, we're gonna leave it at that. We're all gonna hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and I guarantee you, kids, will all end up somewhere in the middle and fight hate. Just fight the hate. We don't need no more of that. Bye.